Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adam's Journey, where the descendants of Adam are trying to find their way back to the home island and are currently here on the third generation staring at the bones of T. So, T, one of our eldest of Adam and Eve's children, has actually just passed away of old age, leaving behind her one last shocking baby with LePew. And little LePew is curled up over here, like around a little nut. He's so tiny and small, he just kind of sleeps all of the time. His family is quite perplexed because he is literally the very first nicheling ever in the history of their entire, like, culture, their people. I guess their memories are only about 2 or 3 generations long, but still, the very first nicheling born with the antlered nose. And they don't even have Grandma Eve around anymore to explain how that is part of her tribe. So I can only imagine how confusing LePew's arrival has been to basically everybody. But hopefully everyone will be able to adjust okay. And Kuno, who finds himself suddenly in charge of this entire bevy of siblings. Like, Kuno is the eldest, then we have Latala, we've got Aline, Tio, we've got LePew, and then we've even got Rasi, who actually seems to be really great at following her father around. So she's currently with their dad, Pri. But we have got an entire collection of siblings, and I think only a couple of them inherited home island immunity. Yeah, LePew and Aline inherited home island immunity. And I think, oh yeah, Kuno also did. So yes, that's three out of three. That's pretty good, pretty good. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that home island immunity going strong amongst our nichelings, which will give, I think, we'll say that home island immunity will actually indicate the ones who feel the urge to wander the most. Of course. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but it's a perfect correlation. So we'll say those who are born with home island immunity just have this desire to explore further and further, to fulfill their grandfather Adam's desire to one day see his descendants return to his people. So we'll really keep those guys as the ones who will keep pushing to the north. And pushing to the north is actually a lot harder. Ah, there's double birds! Okay, we've got to be really careful with our babies right now. I think that Lamimi, who has joined the tribe literally like on the last couple of her days to give birth to, oh, little baby boy, who also has home island immunity. So he is going to want to be a wanderer, and he does have stripes. Yes. All right, we actually need to rename him. So I'm going to rename him to Lin because after his mother. And he is pretty good to go, but the first one born with big nose. So he's got a really good sniffer. And Linmi, did I give you? Yeah, I gave these two all of the special traits they can have. He's also got the blessings of berries because he's got double nimble fingers. But I think that Linmi, at the very, very old age she's at, would be terrified to see these two birds flying overhead. So she's going to come over, try to gather up grasses to hide their baby. We're going to have Rue reassure her everything will be all right. And that will allow her to go ahead and make a nest. Yes! On literally her last day of living. And we're going to have Rue, her mate, who's so tickled that even though it is her final moments, kind of like being able to fall in love with a tragic tale. It's a tragic tale of romance with his dying beauty right at her final moments. He will... I don't think he'd be too devastated because he'd just be amazed that he even had a chance to love it all, even if it was about to be lost. And he'll have a couple of kids left behind, which is pretty nifty. So he will gather up the food, the grass, and protect his son with everything that he has to offer. Especially because Rue is one of the ones to have home island immunity as well. So good, we're starting to spread those home island immunity genes. And Lynn has gene C, which I don't think has ever been seen before in our tribe, so that'll be a good thing to yoink in. Meanwhile, I really feel like the peaceful bear has fallen for Radon, and Radon is quite put out because he is alarmed at the fact that he's been followed around by this peaceful bear basically since we got here. And I think Anna's found it quite amusing, but she's gonna come over and see if she can do something to help soon. Alright, we'll have Rodon gather up some food, nervously trying to pretend that the peaceful bear isn't glancing over his shoulder the whole time. And then over here we have Rochelle amongst the people of the moles, and she is also about to pass away of old age. But Va, her mate, is going to gather a few berries for her and come over and promise that he will take the next child that they have and teach the next child the way of the moles as well, because that is Rochelle's people's family. She really wants to study the way of the moles. And so far, Nata, who's going to come running back because he managed to get himself a parasite, so he's going to come back to his Uncle New, who'll help out. But Nata, who really wants to wander quite a bit, does he have... Okay, he doesn't have home island immunity. Neither does Moku, but Moku has KMB immunity. Oh, Va doesn't have it to pass on in the first place, so okay. But meanwhile, Nota is still exploring. We have little Moku down here, who is ready to start exploring as well. He's got Savannah Horns recessive. Oh yeah. That'll be really useful now that we have a Savannah Horns baby back here with Blina. But Moku's going to jump up and be like, I can help out with the berries and help his family out. And I'm just going to let Rochelle kind of rest because she needs to have that final baby. And then over here, we've got Blee, who only has 2 days left, but I think it's going to be okay. I think her sister Anna is going to come over to see what's happening because she's one of the 3 original girls of Generation 2 and wants to make sure that her older sister, her last surviving sister, actually has someone to watch over her tiny little amazing baby with a water body, with stripes, with the fangs. She's also got Savannah horns, and she's blessed with the blessing of berries, so she's got double nimble fingers. What an amazing kid! I think Anna's gonna come over and do her best to try to help take care of Blee's baby. And we're gonna let Blee go ahead and enjoy some berries. She's still got another day. And then I think Nota and New are gonna kind of talk and be like, yeah, there's a big world out there to explore. Neither of them have home island immunity. But Nota, I think Nota might start exploring inland a little because he's scared of leeches. And I think I'm gonna let New dive in, and he's gonna try to get a little bit more time in the water. Because he's not scared of leeches, and he wants to swim a little bit with his older bones. And then I'm gonna have Nota actually call out and see if we can summon up another nicheling. Just at this point we have so much food. If we could actually have some helpers to start clearing the way and like showing us, like calling out for nichelings to give us tips and hints about the trails that we might find so they could clear the way for some of our babies, then we could really get moving. And speaking of babies, Bruno finds himself surrounded by his siblings on all sides and doing his best to kind of grumble and gather up what he can in terms of berries and other food. Tio is going to try to help out by knocking loose some of those berries. And Aline and her sister Latala are going to start exploring along some of the edges because Latala is very curious and Aline has she's quite interesting because she has webbed-hind legs, which we haven't seen since Eve, so it skipped a generation. But Aline has home island immunity, so her curiosity is just getting the best of her. She really wants to see what is out there. And Latala has no problem trying to help her little sister figure it out. So they're going to start wandering about. Oh, another nest, yes! And trying to discover what lies around this island. Especially because Aline has that desire to wander. And then over here, we're going to have Rasai, who does not have the home island immunity, but she does have water body. I think that she's getting kind of restless, and she's like, Dad, these berries are like great and all, but I really want to go and see what's out there in the world. And I think she really is just itching to swim. Because if we can have our swimmers swim and unlock like water body, that would be amazing. But alright. It is the final moments of Lynn and the final moments of Rochelle. So let's spend a little bit of time with them and welcome. Oh my gosh, look at that peaceful bear. Oh, hang in there, Rodon. But let's go ahead and spend our final moments with Rochelle, who I have really fallen for because Va fell for her, our short-sighted little person of the moles. She has given us many wonderful children. And rest in peace, my dear. I promise we'll put this last baby into the mole hole so it too can learn the secrets of the moles. Our first little girl! my gosh, it's her first daughter, and she didn't even live long enough to see it. Comise? Okay, that's a beautiful name. I actually like that name. We're gonna leave her name Comise. So we have little Comise here, who has stripes. She's got one digging paw, one runner's leg. She's got K immunity. Finally, thank freaking goodness, did any of... Okay, Moku also got K immunity. K immunity is gonna be great to get into our family. She's got great eyesight. Double no horns, unfortunately. And she doesn't have home island immunity, but there are options. So, alright, Va's gonna watch over his newest child and promise not to attack moles, and that's a rogue male! Alright, I think there's just something rotten and nasty about his scent that Anna, who I am not letting this happen to, smells, and she's going to leap away in alarm. And now is the moment for Radon to be able to reassure her, and oh, and I think the peaceful bear is here to like help protect us. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's that rogue male? Okay, he's right over there, which I think would definitely alarm everyone. I can't leave the babies, so that's going to get Buzz's attention. Can Buzz do any attacking? Actually, Aline can do a little bit of attacking. Kuno can't really do much attacking. Wow, we don't have a lot of attack on any of these nichelings yet. We kind of need to work on that. Va could do some attacking, but suddenly we're all tied up with so many babies to like worry about. Alright, we're gonna have Rodon go ahead and let's see, Rodon, I do need that home island immunity. If you could please hand it over. So we're gonna come over here, and Anna, how close are we to unlocking at least? Oh, we're way far away from unlocking ram horns. Like, we're only about halfway there. But we can work on it at least. Alright, and we're gonna have Anna pass on that good eyesight as well. No, she doesn't really need to worry about that. Anna? Because there's one definite way to protect her from a rogue, and that's to make sure she can pass on some babies. Alright, what does she have? Black pattern. So does Rodon. Chestnut yellow fur. Red fur, brown fur. I think they'd actually make a pretty good pairing. And I don't think that I really have anything that I would give any of their potential offspring at the moment. So we're gonna go ahead, and Anna was like, now that smelled weird. This peaceful bear, this teddy bear, he doesn't smell weird at all. But that other creature, that old, like, scary nicheling with terrifying eyes, he smelled weird. And we're gonna have Rodon reassure her, don't worry, I'll handle it. And dive in and begin the hunt, the search after that terrible rogue, who I want to be completely far away from Blee in her final moments, for crying out loud. And now that Anna, like, she didn't realize it, but she had indeed fallen for Rodon over the many times that he was constantly looking out for her safety. We're gonna have Anna pop over and warn Blee that there is something unusual afoot, and that she needs to protect herself. And that not to worry, Anna will help to protect little baby Blina. Oh, I forgot I could get Anna in the nest. Oh well, I'm so used to having my custom games where pregnancy lasts for at least like 3 days and my nichelings live for nearly forever. But Blee's gonna gather up some berries and keep an eye on her little one. And let's see. That should protect all of my current females from that rogue male, thank goodness. And we're gonna have Buzz gather up some berries and start clearing away some of these grasses. There we go. And then we're going to have Le Pew. He has the wandering gene as well. So I think Le Pew, especially because he feels a little awkward, like, I mean, his whole family is kind of big about this weird nose that he has and the weird smell that he has. So he feels a little awkward about all this. So we're gonna actually let Le Pew jump on up, and he's going to start wandering. There's one other nicheling in this whole tribe. 2 nichelings. We have the other baby. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, what an adorable name. And no, no, no actually has immunity H. The only one in the tribe who has immunity H. And Rue is watching over his sons. Unfortunately, only Lynn has home island immunity, but that's okay. And I wonder if Lepew can actually use his very sensitive nose to smell out the others who have home island immunity and start gathering them together to try to push to the north. I love that idea. So he's gonna come and just follow his nose and discover his cousins! I think that might startle his cousins, but everything's gonna be okay. And Aline will come over to see what's going on and also to help protect the babies. There we go. And gather up a little food. And Rue is going to protect the babies and gather up some food as well. Look at that, over 100 food. We're definitely doing great there. All right, meanwhile, we'll have Latala jump up and she can also start helping out with, oh, there's a berry bush over here too. She can also start helping out with doing some exploring and trying to like figure out what's going on. There's all this noise. Her little cousins are frantic. And meanwhile down here, I think Kuno's like, finally, thank freaking goodness, I can take care of some things. And I think Tio also has water body. So I think Tio and Rossi are actually getting kind of restless. They want to dive into the waters. They kind of want to be the next generation of this tribe's twins who love to explore the oceans instead. But he'll go ahead and help gather the nuts, just like we'll go ahead and have Rossi help gather the berries dutifully. Okay, that was a crabbit, and it almost landed on New. Or like the bird almost landed on New, so I think that would have freaking scared New right into the ocean. Swim, old man, swim! Hopefully he can get a chance to unlock a little bit more swimming for us, because we are still quite far away from, well, he might be able to unlock webbed paw at least. Water body, which I don't really want to lose, but water body is going to be... I think the twins might unlock it for us, actually, because I would love to unlock water body and really get us swimming. Oh, and actually, I just remembered. Lynn has fishing tail. Little Lynn has fishing tail, so he can actually do some fishing. Here, Lynn, come here. Turn around and show us. Oh, he's got cute little stripes down his back, too. So even though he may look so different, he is indeed a part of the family. All right, excellent. Meanwhile, Tanu, I think that the siblings, and then we've got little Komis. I think the siblings kind of want to protect their littlest sibling, Komis. And what is she really good at? She's really good at digging. And in fact, these three all have digging paws. So I think they want to go on a journey to try to understand the ways of the moles and find places where they can dig things up. Because there's nothing to dig here right now. So I think we have a little sibling band of wanderers down here. Wanderers with little Moku being like, I'm old enough to gather up grasses and I know how to gather berries. Like, we can help. And we'll have little Tanu be like, yeah, look, I can gather berries too. So they really feel like they can watch over their little sister and all try to find the digging ways of the mole people of their now passed away mother. Meanwhile, Va, I think he's thinking it's good for his children to be able to have a desire to see more in the world. And we're gonna have Nota jump down. Yeah, Nota's gonna go ahead and jump down and guard the baby, because we need to get little Blina out of that nest if she wants to grow up, and gather up some berries to offer her, because Nota is like her distant cousin. All right, there we go. Is that everybody? Oh, that's not even everybody. Meanwhile, Pri is going to gather up the berries and start thinking about the fact that his children are telling him that they desperately want to go swimming, and what a different life that would be, and how far the entire group has come from a small family of 8 siblings suddenly sprawling into this gigantic tribe. All right, don't think I have anybody pregnant on the nest this time. But I forgot Blee was gonna pass away! Right! Oh, the peaceful bear is literally taking up my nest. Anna is probably like, are you kidding me? Okay, that's my nest. Like, give me back that nest. And we're gonna have Anna go ahead and jump up onto here and put her nest here, because she wants to keep an eye on what the heck is going on. She is now the only surviving sister of Generation 2. And we are sprawling into a huge family, which is why normally in our custom games, I actually put a strict limit on how many of our nichelings can be in each tribe. But hey, I'm having a good time. This is turning into quite the adventure. I love all of the little characters. We're probably going to start breaking them apart into different, like, classes of character. So we know this is a wanderer, they're wandering. This is a berry blessed, they gather berries. This is one of the ones touched with home island immunity, they push towards the north. And we'll see how that works out. And I also find it extremely hilarious that Rodon continues to be followed around. Oh, there's a termite mound over there. LePew, follow your nose. Follow your nose, friend. But I also find it hilarious that Rodon continues to be followed around by the peaceful bear. But alright guys, holy cow, we're getting somewhere alright. Slowly but surely, this family's story is carrying on with their legacy. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for all of our little babies and for hopefully the amazing baby that Anna might be about to have. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!